For the first time in pre-season, Arsenal have been defeated, as Erik ten Hag's Manchester United capitalised on costly defensive errors. Today we'll break down what exactly went wrong, from Arsenal's new midfield dilemma to the tactical problems. We'll also discuss a move to sign a new forward, find out what's the plan for the midfield, and break down what changes Mikel Arteta needs to make. Yo, what is going on guys? My name is Bounce14, welcome back to your boys channel. I hope you guys are doing sensational. Despite of the results, I had a fantastic day at the MetLife Stadium. Behind the scenes access where your boy even met Declan Rice. We have got a lot to break down, so as per, smash a like on the video if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and help your boy on his road to 200,000 subscribers. But let's start off with that game against Manchester United. Arsenal's third game of pre-season was a massive one. An old rivalry in a new city. Erik ten Hag's Man United was always going to be a battle. United won the game 2-0, but the XG shows an equal game. Arsenal and Man United both making one each. There are clear reasons to why Arsenal did not win this game for me. United was sharper than Arsenal, a lot more fitter and a lot more decisive with their actions. These guys weren't treating it like a friendly. As Mikel Arteta says after the game on Man United's physical approach, they are here to compete and to win, as are we. That's the job of the referee to stop it. Referring to the challenge from Lisandro Martinez, a hard tackle on Bukayo Saka. Arsenal's setup in this game was intriguing. A back four of Tomiyasu Saliba, Gabriel and Timber, and the midfield of Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard and Kai Havertz. Arsenal were trying to press high, trying to force United into mistakes, but there were a few things that Arsenal were clearly lacking. A real lack of chemistry. The Arsenal players weren't decisive. United were decent, but I don't think they were special. The way they were given the game was via two individual errors. First from Aaron Ramsdale, a save that he needs to make, especially if you want to be a top goalkeeper. The second one from Gabriel Magalhaes, another big mistake. Some massive misses from Gabriel Martinelli. The margins went in United's favour. There was a standout performer in the second half. Kieran Tierney was impressing once again. In 45 minutes, he made one interception, one tackle, won one ground duel, 49 touches and 24 accurate passes. The heat map shows a player all over the left hand side. The left centre back to left wing back and even going forwards. In back-to-back games, Kieran Tierney has shown Arsenal fans the quality is still there. When you play him alongside Kai Havertz, it allows Tierney to occupy the right spaces. There seems to be a sharpness about his game, fighting for a place and sending out a message to Mikel Arteta. On his future, the player has spoken. My future is not really up to me, I'm happy. I'm working hard every day and getting minutes. I'm just trying to do as well as I can. No, I have not had any conversations with Arteta. Despite there being no Zinchenko, first it was Kiwior and now Tomiyasu. Tierney is simply too good to be a fourth choice left back. Is there a way for Mikel Arteta to fit him into this team? Then you had the new Arsenal midfield. The first ever start for Declan Rice, Kai Havertz and Martin Odegaard. As you guys can see in the passing maps, the midfield is very much spaced out, and there was a clear lacking of combination play. Arsenal tried to form that box midfield of Timber and Rice at the base, Havertz and Odegaard in front, but it was far too spaced out, leaving Declan Rice a lot of work to do to progress that ball. Mikel Arteta has spoken after the game on the Rice, Havertz and Odegaard midfield trio. When they play 55 times together, it will be better, it will flow better, they will understand each other better, and will be more dominant. But things take time to glide, and we have to respect that. The issue that Arsenal have though is there is a lot of expectations this season, trying to win a title against the treble winning Man City. There's not much time to mess about. Mikel Arteta's vision is clear. He is trying to evolve the team into having more attackers going forwards. The real issue though was ball progression. Arsenal lacked compactness, and more importantly were clearly missing a certain Alexander Zinchenko. By having Kai Havertz as a number 8, the only way for that to work is if you have the ball progression elsewhere. That's why Zinchenko's profile has been so important. He provides the passing volume of a natural midfielder, and Jurrien Timber is new to that role. I don't expect him to thrive straight away. To maximise the profiles of Havertz and Odegaard as two attack-minded midfielders, Arteta needs to find a different solution. Other plays to get that ball into the final third, to get his best attackers into dangerous areas. Arsenal have made a lot of changes. Mikel Arteta is using this pre-season as a time to experiment. Things are going to change soon though. As we get closer and closer to the season, there will be a more settled team. The potential of a Partey, Rice and Odegaard midfield three is there, trying to replicate the dynamics that worked so well last season and replace the presence of Xhaka. This game also saw another return. Emil Smith-Rowe off the Arsenal bench. ESR was looking sharp. In 19 minutes, a 7.0 rating, 11 touches, 7 accurate passes, 2 successful dribbles and 3 ground duels won. Smith-Rowe was trying to prove a point. His actions were far more decisive. There seemed to be more natural confidence. There is a lot of uncertainty right now on this Arsenal team. Can Kai Havertz be that left-sided number 8? This could be a great opportunity for Emil Smith-Rowe. On the competition for places, Smith-Rowe says, I am at a big club like Arsenal and if I didn't have competition, there would be no point. I have to push myself every day in training and keep working hard and keep believing in myself. It's tough competition but it's good at the same time. Arsenal now have a great opportunity. They can use this game as a wake-up call, having seen the fitness levels of Man United, knowing that this will be a rival next season. Mikel Arteta can use this as motivation. Talk to me down below in the comments what are your thoughts on the game And what changes do you believe Mikel Arteta needs to make going into the game against Barcelona? Moving on to Arsenal's transfer plan. Arsenal have a lot of strikers, but there are concerns. Can Nketiah and Jesus be that clinical centre forward to match the likes of Erling Haaland? And there is a certain someone available coming out of PSG. According to Fabrizio, Chelsea and at least one other English club are interested in signing Kylian Mbappe. There's two obvious questions here. Which other teams that can afford him, and who can actually attract him? Of course, you have the likes of Man City and Manchester United, but reports in the past have claimed if Mbappe is going to move to the Premier League, Arsenal is Mbappe's preferred destination. The chance to play for his idol's team and Thierry Henry. Arsenal have a massive influence in France, from Arsene Wenger's football to Vieira and Robert Pires. But when Mikel Arteta was asked on if Arsenal could go for Mbappe, you know I never talk about players that don't play for our club. I'm sorry. I think the plan for Mbappe is very obvious. Either he ends up at Real Madrid, or somewhere that will offer him a crazy amount of money. According to RMC Sport, PSG will accept Al Hilal's bid of 200 million euros if Kylian Mbappe doesn't extend his contract by July the 31st. Arsenal remain on the market to sign a new forward, and there is a fantastic opportunity coming out of Crystal Palace. Fabrizio Romano confirms Chelsea and Man City both have Michael Olise on their list, and he understands there's a release clause in his contract, around £35 million. Both clubs are waiting to clarify about his conditions, as he picked up an injury last month. 21 years of age, a left-footed right winger with bags of creativity. Last year, Olise had 11 assists in the Premier League. A 6.44 expected assist, 11 big chances created, averaging 1.5 successful dribbles per game. Olise is a natural playmaker. Think about the profile of Riyad Mahrez and Bernardo Silva, available for £35 million, in a market where there are so many expensive overpriced players. Is this an opportunity that Arsenal should be taking? You then have Arsenal's pursuit of Mohammed Kudus, a versatile wide forward that fits what Arsenal are looking for. In 48 games last season for club and country, 20 goals and 6 assists. As a reliable team losing ticks confirms, Arsenal have been in constant dialogue with Ajax midfielder Mohammed Kudus for months. A bid is expected to arrive soon after a couple player sales. Arsenal have clearly been laying the groundworks, and that means they are serious. There are multiple reasons to why Kudus makes sense. Not only can he be that wide forward depth, but he's also got the ability to play centrally, whether as a centre forward or as a number 8. Think about the signing of Kai Havertz, the recent use of Leandro Trossard. Mikel Arteta is evolving into using more attacking midfielders. This won't be an easy transfer though. A David Ornstein exclusive confirms Chelsea have also made contact with Ajax to express interest in signing Mohammed Kudus. No offer yet, but dialogue is taking place. The 22-year-old attacking midfielder is among the options Chelsea are considering, and an agreement is close on personal terms. Chelsea are targeting a lot of players though, the likes of Eli Wahi, Michael Olise. Arsenal have their own strategy. Sell the players in ESL first, and reinvest in a forward signing. There's also been a new update on the future of Moses Caicedo. Brighton manager Roberto De Zerbi has spoken. Caicedo will stay with us until my owner changes his mind. No idea what can happen in the future, but if Moises leaves, we have to find the right player. We have to substitute him with a great player, because this year we play in the Europa League unlike Chelsea. De Zerbi is firing off shots and he's making it very clear. Brighton don't need to sell Caicedo. They have sold Alexis McAllister. The only way Caicedo leaves is if a team makes a crazy offer. Arsenal would only make that if there was a big departure, and the future of Thomas Partey had been in massive doubt. The potential of a move to Saudi Arabia. The Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has made a statement. Is he a part of my plans? Of course, without a question of a doubt. Thomas is a super important player for us, and for me, I want him to be a part of the team. He's even gone one step further. I expect Thomas Partey to stay here. Every time I spoke to him and had a conversation with him, he's ready to stay with us. For me, there is nothing there at all. This now opens up a range of possibilities. The midfield potential of a Declan Rice alongside a Thomas Partey, trying to recreate what worked so well last season. As the game against Man United showed, Arsenal need a second phase midfielder. Playing Rice as a number 8 allows him to adapt, while also giving Thomas Partey support, allowing him to thrive even more as a number 6. Mikel Arteta has already spoken, believing both players can work together. Comment down below what do you believe is the best Arsenal midfield 3. Moving on to the other Arsenal news today. What is happening with the future of Florian Balogun? Having not played a single minute against Man United. So far in pre-season, Balogun has played 35 minutes against FC Nuremberg and 25 against the MLS All-Stars. Yet to make a single start, there are massive doubts over his future. Arsenal are in talks with Inter Milan. The player himself has now spoken. On his future, he says the goal is to stay at Arsenal. I also want to play. All that remains is to wait and see what happens. Having seen Nketiah play against Man United and not be too clinical, is it time for Mikel Arteta to give Balogun a chance? Next up, Arsenal go into LA, a match at a SoFi Stadium against FC Barcelona. After that, it's the Emirates Cup against Monaco, and then the Community Shield against Man City. Things are now going to ramp up, and we're about to see Mikel Arteta's true team, with Thomas Partey now fully available, the potential return of Alexander Zinchenko, LA is going to be interesting. That is the video there and there though, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to smash a like and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to follow your boy on all of his social medias to get all the behind the scenes, the links are down below in the description. But that was the latest episode of the Transfers FC. I've had a fantastic time in New York meeting so many of you guys, but now it's time to go to LA and I'm excited to see what Mikel Arteta has planned next. So I'll see you next time, take care and have a bit.